When it comes to wholesaling real estate, it's common for wholesalers to partner together on transactions. This is commonly referred to as a joint venture or JV, or sometimes called co-wholesaling. This is especially common for new wholesalers who don't yet have an extensive cash buyer list, but do have a good deal. They'll often JV with another more experienced wholesaler who can bring a buyer to the table. Now, just like anything, there is the wrong way to JV on a wholesale deal and the right way to JV on a wholesale deal. In this video, I'm gonna break it down and I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know to successfully co-wholesale a real estate deal. Coming up. Hi, it's Gerry Norton, and the best JV is when each party brings something of equal value. With wholesaling, one party brings the deal and the other party brings the buyer, and combined, you complete a transaction, split the profit, and everybody wins. Joint venturing on deals is especially helpful if you're a newer wholesaler and you haven't yet built a robust cash buyer list. In the beginning, you should focus the majority of your time, energy, and effort on securing contracts on good deals. Since you don't have a good cash buyer list yet, you can go to other more established wholesalers in your market who do have a solid cash buyer list and JV with them to bring the buyer for your deal. Now, if you're an experienced wholesaler and you have a good cash buyer list, you should consider doing JVs with other wholesalers who have deals but no cash buyers. How do you find and choose a JV partner? How do you structure the partnership? And how do you protect yourself? Let's talk about it. Finding local established wholesalers is the easy part. Most of the players actively market their services. You can find them on Facebook groups or at your local REIA meetup groups, and they're also easily found searching on Google, and many of them run posts on Craigslist. With minimal effort, you can find the big wholesalers in your market. Now, choosing a wholesaler to JV with requires some due diligence. You want to make sure that you're dealing with someone with high integrity that will honor their end of your JV agreement. So when it comes to co-wholesaling real estate, there are 5 rules that you need to follow. Let's talk about them. But first, if we've never met, I'm Gerry Norton, and this channel is dedicated to helping you make money right now in real estate. Not later in 10 or 20 years or even 3 to 5 years, but right now so that you can achieve true financial freedom and live your dream life. Consider subscribing to my channel, click the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. And be sure to stay to the end of this video because at the end, I'm going to show you how to download my proven JV agreement for free. Rule number 1 when doing a JV on a wholesale deal is to commit to JV to only one wholesaler. You can put your deal out to several wholesalers to market your deal with the idea that whoever brings the deal first gets the JV with me. I see that happen all the time, and I highly recommend not doing this. The reason is that your deal will quickly pop up all over the place at different price points from your wholesalers who are advertising your deal. I affectionately call this whoring your deal to the marketplace. And your deal will lose credibility quickly because your cash buyers will lose confidence that the deal is legit if they see it advertised in multiple places at different price points. Instead, I recommend doing an exclusive agreement with one wholesaler. Some pro wholesalers will require that anyways because they don't want to be discredited either for the reasons I just explained, or waste their time marketing your deal to their cash buyers when others are doing the same. Rule number 2 when doing a JV on a wholesale deal is to come prepared. A pro wholesaler will need all of the features and benefits of your deal in order to properly offer it to their buyers. You want to make it as easy as possible for your JV partner to attract and secure a buyer. The more work they have to do to prepare and market your deal, the less interested they will be to work with you. Now stick around because later in this video, I'm gonna give you a list of 21 things that you need to provide with each deal. Rule number 3 when doing a JV wholesale deal is all or nothing. One of the worries that a JV partner has with finding a buyer for your deal is that a buyer goes directly to you and cuts the JV partner out of the deal. For that reason, to put your JV partner's worries at ease, agree to pay the JV partner a 50-50 split no matter where the deal comes from. You will need to remove and cease to do any marketing on your own for the same reason I explained in rule number 1. Now, this is a risk on your part because if you truly do find the buyer and it had nothing to do with anything the JV partner did, then you'll be frustrated that you have to split your wholesale fee with your JV partner. This is a risk you have to be willing to take because a JV partner needs to feel confident that his efforts are going to pay off and it's worth marketing your deal to his buyers. Rule number 4 when doing a JV on a wholesale deal is to make sure you have enough time in your contract for your JV JV partner to find a buyer. If it truly is a deal, it shouldn't take very long, but just in case, I recommend giving your JV partner an exclusive 15-day option to find you a buyer, but it could be 3 days, 5 days, 10 days, or whatever you and your JV partner are comfortable with. That means you need to structure your deal so that there is still time for the eventual buyer to close on the property. I recommend a 30-day closing on your contract with the seller, because if you have a 15-day exclusive agreement, that gives your JV partner 15 days to secure a buyer, and that gives your cash buyer 15 days to be ready for the closing. One other thing to think about is your earnest money with the seller. Be sure to protect your earnest money in the event your JV partner doesn't perform and doesn't find a cash buyer. If that happens, you're liable for your earnest money. It's always your job to protect your earnest money. Watch this video to learn everything you need to know about earnest money when wholesaling. Rule number 5 when doing a JV on a wholesale deal is to get your JV agreement in writing. If you've been watching my videos by now as a wholesaler, you should understand the importance of written agreements. Make sure your JV contract spells out all of the terms that we discussed. And if you'd like a copy of my JV agreement, I'll give it to you for free. Just click the link in the description and you can download that. Quick tip here, if your JV partner comes back and can't secure a buyer at your desired price, find out what the highest and best price the JV partner could get from his cash buyers, and then go back and renegotiate your contract with the seller. Watch this video for step-by-step instructions on how to do that. Now, what if you're the established wholesaler with a cash buyer list? Or what if you happen to have a motivated cash buyer who's ready to buy, but you don't have a deal, and you want to find a wholesaler who has a contract on a deal that you can JV with? Now, use the same JV agreement that you can download, link in the description, and follow the same rules outlined earlier, but now you want to make sure you're getting all of the information you need to properly market the contract holder's deal. And I'm glad you stayed this far in the video, because I have a list of 21 questions that you want to ask your contract holder who has the deal before agreeing to do a JV. Now, I'll go through these questions quickly, but this list is also provided with that JV contract in that free download that I'm giving you. Number 1, what do you propose the profit split would be? Number 2, what is the full address? Number 3, what is the current contracted price you have it for? Number 4, what work needs to be done to the property and how much will it cost in your opinion? Number 5, what is your estimated after repair value or ARV? Number 6, do you have 5 or 6 relevant comps no further than a half a mile away to support your ARV? Number 7, are there any more people involved on the deal? Any partners? Number 8, what is the agreed upon closing date? Number 9, how many days are left in the inspection window to view the property? Number 10, how do we get access to the property to have potential cash buyers come through to make an offer? Is there a lockbox? Is it through you or is it through the owner? Number 11, is the home occupied or vacant? If occupied, is it the actual homeowner or a renter? Number 12, what title company, closing, or attorney are you looking to use, and have you done wholesale deals with them before? Number 13, who is the contact person and their contact info at the closing company? Number 14, is this deal going to be a single closing assignment, or does it need to be a double closing, and if so, why? Number 15, is this area a nicer area primarily with homeowners, or is it more of a rental property area? Number 16, do you have pictures inside and out that you can send me to give to my potential cash buyers? Number 17, is this home going to foreclosure or tax sale? If so, when? Number 18, does it have a loan on it, and if so, do you have a current payoff from the bank? Number 19, are there any other liens or encumbrances you are aware of? Number 20, where do we send the JV agreement for signing, and what is your company name? And number 21, is there anything about the area or the house that needs to be noted that could cause the property to be tougher to sell? I'll give you that included with my JV agreement in that download. Just click the link in the description. Doing a JV should be a win-win for both parties. In fact, I'm personally a motivated cash buyer, and I have systems and capital in place to fix and flip deals in any market in the US. My biggest problem is I need more deals. That's where you come in. If you find a deal that meets my criteria, I'll pay you $10,000 for every deal. So you don't have to worry about JVing with somebody or finding your own buyer. I'll be your buyer. So if that sounds exciting, I want you to watch this next video where I break down all of the details and exactly how to be a finder for me. It's about 45 minutes long, and you'll learn a ton and you'll like it. So watch that video now. And remember, it's not about the money. It's about having the time and freedom to have, be, do, and give everything you want in life. And I'll see you on the next video.